Hello, this is Stardust Fudo back again. So I'm gonna read to you my story, Stardust Crimson. I mean, sorry. All right. I will read to you chapter 2 of my story. All right, let's get to it. Chapter 2. Nevaeh starts her dual runner and speeds her way out of the hideout. Behind her, Officer Eleanor says before starting her own runner, "This intel was perfect. Central, the prize is in my sights. Lock on to my signal." She then chases the young Ravenette, with the cop car and the helicopter from before following them. Man, Nevaeh thinks. I didn't think they'd be on me this quick. Eleanor then yells, "You on the runner. Pull over. There's no chance to escape." Nevaeh makes a sharp turn, then brings her runner to a halt. She pushes the button on the side of her helmet, raising her visor. Eleanor gets off her runner, taking a step forward before raising her own visor and saying, Remember me, Nevaeh? It's been a while since the center. I'll thank Nikki for setting up this reunion." She then laughs and messes with the scarf around her neck before continuing. "Nikki knew with the right bait. Angel will lead us right to you. I knew she would have locked you up when you were a kid, and now I'll finally get my wish. With you and Angel off the facility, Nikki will have one less thing to worry about." She rubs the side of her neck before asking, "Now, are you going to make this easy and come along quietly?" Nevaeh narrows her cobalt eyes before saying, "I will, if you can beat me." Another laugh booms from the older woman's throat before she says, "Still think can outduel such a security. Too bad the rules say you satellites can't carry cards." Nevaeh reaches her hand behind her back and pulls it out, revealing a deck of cards in her hand. "Rules were made to be broken, weren't they?" she asks. She places her deck on the gauntlet on her arm and turns it and her arm at the same time. Then she looks at the dark-haired officer. "Now," she says, "if I win this duel, me and Angel are free to go. No questions asked, Eleanor." The officer behind Eleanor yells, "The law does not negotiate with—" Eleanor raises her hand in front of him, cutting him off. "And what's my end should I accept your proposal?" The officer yells at Eleanor, "But Section 4C clearly states that—" Eleanor brings her fist to her hand and says, "Well, let me clearly state this. Get moving or else." The officer protests, "This is highly improper." Eleanor narrows her brown eyes and orders, "Move! Or would you rather be working on trash detail?" The officer goes back to his car, where another officer waits and says, "Back to Central Command, everyone. Direct orders." The car and the helicopter disappear. Nevaeh looks at the officer, her ocean blue eyes still narrowed. She then says, "Well, should you accept and win, you tell Sector Security to call up their hunt for Angel." Eleanor places her hands on her hips and asks, "And how does that benefit me?" Nevaeh answers, "Because I'm going to say it was me that stole the chip, and that I tried to flee the scene, but couldn't outrun your pursuit. A statement like that'll probably bump you up to sergeant." She pauses before saying, "So what do you say, officer?" Eleanor grits her teeth before walking towards her dual runner and says, "You've got yourself a deal, fool." Both start their dual runners and get ready to duel. So, that's chapter 2. If you want me to read chapter 3 now, that is okay, but I'll probably have to read it in the next video. I really hope that you like it. Subscribe to me if you can, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.